Hey there, it's day 124, and today's topic is what on my behavior may provoke a negative reaction to others. Now, I'm connecting here again with some topics that we have talked about lately, and it's not. Um, let's take it word by word. It's not doing something on purpose to make a negative, provoke a negative reaction and thoughts, but it's if you start changing your life starts changing, and suddenly people will not recognize you anymore because we are used to see a person in a certain light, and suddenly if this is changing, whatever it is, maybe good or bad, something, we acknowledge that there is a difference and we can't recognize why. So this provokes kind of disturbing, and how many times I also understood that suddenly, as I am referring to the focus on how many things I didn't pay attention. So where I put my attention was on not so important things because I was depending from also other things outside of my world. And this again awakens certain kind of reactions in my life. And suddenly I'm starting changing this, and I start choosing ways that are intrinsic and motivated from inside, and this is provoking suddenly an action and seeing things, and also labeling it and communicating in a total different way. And this is neither good nor bad. It's just something that may cause the outside world to react in a total different way. We must be prepared for it. And if you are prepared, then we can see it just as a normal thing that happens. And I think this is also something similar, like to when you're starting defining things in a different way, things turn up to be what was important yesterday is not important anymore. What is important is suddenly not important anymore. And you discover that it is like suddenly your own life was living a lie, because suddenly you feel that there are much more important things. Compare this with the situation where suddenly you say something, and that's irritating for some people, and suddenly they are reacting in a way that they are insulted, and others are not. And then suddenly you can ask yourself, well, it was his choice to see and take your words as an insult. He could have seen things also in a different way, in a different view. And isn't this exactly what we do day in, day out? See things in a certain way. And there are so many things that we do not see. And this is normal because you never have all the information. So again, we return to this important question: where goes your focus? And if you're not egoistic, not thinking only about yourself in a bad way, but only for what is good for you, for your health, and what is it that you need in this moment, and you communicate this, I think you are on the best way of being yourself. And then that's important, and this is something I will examine next days, to see if I stop, judging others, and see ways as just something that is. How will this have impact in my surroundings, through my communication? More, how will this have impact in my life? I was, as I do not. Let's explain it this way. Normally, I think I have a good way of seeing things in life, and I would like to see others to be happy to adopt this point of view. But this is something I have not right, because me neither. I don't want others to tell me how to live my life, and this is something they have to place aside, and just to say, well, I make my life to be happy, and wish everybody is in his way happy. If he is happy by doing nothing, well, that's quite okay. So I think this will has a huge impact, because it is an inner drive in me to do many things that I think will be helpful for others. But ain't this something that I do not have the slightest right for? And taking myself back, isn't this something that gives more space for others, and also to develop a new kind of relationship with the opposite, my neighbor, my next person? I'm very curious to find out what kind of impact this will have. And so I'm starting this week with more a new challenge for myself, that is just being with me, authentic, and keeping my point of view for me, not here in this challenge, but in my communication, and being more open to observe, well, what's the point of view of others. And there's so much we can learn just by observing, instead of being always in our story and trying to live and share this story with others. So enjoy, also try things out, and stay tuned till tomorrow.